Anyway, yes, I currently run a company called TopGroup International. We do forwarding, logistics, and distribution for our customers. If I may, you can check on our website to see what we do. And there is Netherlands. We are based in Rotterdam. Rotterdam used to be the largest port in the world until the Far Eastern port like Shanghai, Hong Kong, Singapore took over. But currently, Rotterdam is the largest port in Europe. That's why I'm based in Holland. Well, I live in the UK, but I work in Holland, and I come back, every once in a while. Rotterdam is a very good place to work logistic-wise because they have a lot of incentives in tax. But those are details. We're not going to go over that today. What I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to share my experience with you. First of all, by telling you guys what we do and how we occupy part of the supply chain. And then I will then bring in the current economic climate into the situation and let you guys know what has been going on and how do we and our customers and our suppliers deal with this situation. So, first of all, what we do is we do simple forwardings. I don't know whether you guys know the principle of forwarding, logistics, and supply chain. I assume you guys all do. I'll just go over it very quickly. Forwarding is moving from A to B. That's a simple forwarding. So you're moving goods from A to B. Logistic is a combination of that. Instead of moving A to B, A to C, A to D, A to E, what you do is you move from A to W, and then W to B, C, D, E. How does this work? For example, if I have a factory in the Far East, in China, I have customer in UK, Germany, France, Italy. I have to spend approximately 3 to 4 weeks delivering my goods to there each time. Can you imagine if you're a customer here? You want to order something. Whatever you order, you always have to wait for 4 weeks. Whereas in this case, what we do is we consolidate those goods together and ship it in one go to W. Where W will be somewhere, for example, in Holland or Rotterdam in that case. And then from Rotterdam to UK, 24 hours. To Germany, 24 hours. To France, 24 hours. To Italy, 24 to 48 hours. You see, so we already cut the transit time from 3 to 4 weeks to just 1 or 2 days. The only extra cost you incur is the storage here. But because you consolidate all the cost of transporting this in one go, so you also consolidate the cost. And that is the basic principle of logistics. And that's what we do. We not only we move goods by air freight or sea freight from A to B, A to C, A to D, but we actually move it into a hub, whether it's our hub or our customer's hub or their supplier's hub. And then from there, we then will perform the distribution again by inland trucking, by train, by barge into all these destinations. So that's basically what we do in principle. Of course, there are a lot of tricks and bits and pieces that you have to go over when you're actually performing it. But you see this is how logistics works. Because just think about the price. If it costs me to send, for example, if I say 5 pallets here, 5 pallets here, 2 pallets and 3 pallets. Well, we don't really talk about pallets because it's easier to move the cargo if we base them on pallets. That's just, for argument's sake, we use pallets. If I move 5 pallets here and it costs me, for example, 1,000 US dollars. 5 pallets here, 1,000. 2 pallets here, 400, 600. Right? The total cost of these is already 3,000. But if I put them all together in one container, I ship it, it will cost me 2,000. Plus storage, which probably €100, and local destination, distribution, which costs you probably 200, 100, and 150. Can you see the difference? This is 2,000 plus 100, plus 200, plus 200, 100, and 150. We are talking about 6, 7, 2,750 compared to the 3,000. You already saved money there. Of course, these are rough ideas. There are lots of ways of bringing the cost down. Because the actual delivery of 200, 200, 100, 150, we could use the same pattern in a micro management way, where that you use one truck not only to send these 5 pallets, but you use one truck to consolidate all the goods for the other Italian clients. So you send one truck, and then with extra 3 or 4 stops. So the cost is not going to be 200, it will be 150 or 100. So using the same concept, you can save more money. But again, just to show you, first of all, on transit time-wise, you already save a lot of time. Secondly, on cost-wise, you also save. So this is the basic principle of logistics. And that's what we've been doing all this time. Okay? Now, if we talk about to incorporate the current situation, when the economy is not good, let me reverse it. When the economy is good, what will happen is the salespeople in Italy, in Germany, in France, they will then go back to the factory and say, look, I want to order more. So you have to produce more. The factory has to produce more, which means they have to ship more. They will ship more, forwarder will make more money. The shipping line, the carriers, the airline, everybody will make more money. When it gets to the warehouse will make more money. The trucking company will make more money. And that's how it rolls. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. However, when the economy is not good, people stop buying, or the buying rate is slowing down. The salespeople at the front then will tell the factory that we are no longer buying that much, we would like to cut by 20%, 30%. When those reductions are done, what will happen is the factory then will have to reduce their production. When they reduce their production, there are a lot of ways to do that. One way is instead of having 2 shifts, they can have 1 shift instead. Or instead of having 1,000 people, they will cut it down to 800. Or they will try to spread it out and make it slower. There's no more time constraint on the production. And while they were reducing the production, the shipping side of things will also reduce. So the carrier will have more empty containers inside their vessel, or on the vessel, which means they'll make less money. When it gets to the hub, I have less goods coming into the warehouse. And when I have to deliver it, I have less to deliver. So that way, factory reduce, the factory worker has less jobs, less money to receive. The forwarder or the carrier will have less money coming in because they have less cargo to move. Likewise, in the warehouse, they make less money.